Welcome to First in Main, the City of Winston-Salem's podcast about the staff and the programs that serve the Twin Cities residents each and every day. I'm your host, Brandii Little, and today I'm joined by Matthew Burczyk from Winston-Salem's Forsyth County's Planning and Development Services. Do you ever wonder how cities plan their growth and where things should or shouldn't be built? Well, that's what Matthew's department does. And they're about to hold 4 public meetings to get your opinion on those plans for the northeast suburban area of the city and county. It's going to be a great episode, so stick around. We're about to get into it. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Matthew Burczyk from Planning and Development Services about his department and the meetings they're hosting starting January. Matthew.
Good morning, Brandii.
Welcome to First in Main. All right, let's get into it. So, for our listeners who are familiar with any of the stuff that we do with the city, what does Planning and Development Services Department do?
So our department oversees and really assists with development in the community. So our main really task is to support the folks who make the decisions on development. So the city county planning board and all of our elected bodies, the city and the county elected bodies. So we provide the information to help them make informed decisions about, where development should go, where it should not go. And in doing that, we have a number of different areas. So one is kind of long range planning. We have planners who work on kind of a vision for the overall community. From there are planners who work on land use planning. So kind of the day-to-day land use decisions about, people requesting rezonings for their property, for development reviews, that kind of thing.
You got a lot on your plate.
So there are a lot of people in the department. So that's just the planning side of things. Then there's permitting as well. So whenever
before we put the cart before the horse, man, good grief. I understand that you guys are currently working on this northeast suburban area plan. Since we're talking about plan, what's the goal for this plan?
So the northeast suburban area plan is really focused on that area. So the area is, if you think of where Smith Reynolds Airport is, and then go north from there to the county line with Stokes County, we're kind of covering generally that area of the county. And what we're trying to do is take the vision from the comprehensive plan that was just adopted and translate that to actual land use recommendations for this area. So, we had thousands of comments and, sets of input points from the public through the comprehensive plan process. Now it's time to take the vision that the community created through that plan process and actually put it into use.
That's kind of cool. So you work with a lot of different departments here in Winston-Salem, like the Winston-Salem Department of Transportation, the Winston-Salem and Forsyth County Utilities. Then they have their own set of long-range plans. Like, how y'all coordinate all of that?
So it's complicated. There's a lot to that. But each of those departments, whether it's transportation department at the city or the state and utilities, they're working on their own plans and their own infrastructure improvements. And as they implement those infrastructure improvements, that's changing how the community develops. So as a new road comes in or new sewer or water service, that opens up opportunities for more development. And then we as the planning department will plan for that. And then the development that leads from that planning then requires additional transportation facilities. So it's a cyclical thing. It's never ending. We're always coordinating.
You're always coordinating, constantly working and thinking.
Exactly.
Shoo-wee. So you have a series of public meetings coming up where the public could get to have input on some of these plans and all that type of stuff. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. Yeah, that's exactly right. So over the next several months, we'll have 4 meetings beginning at the end of January and then spaced about 4 or 5 weeks apart from there. And with the first meeting that's coming up at the end of January, we're really interested in getting feedback from people who live, work, or otherwise are associated with this planning area. So we can get their feedback on how they think the area should develop. And so that first meeting will be kind of dedicated towards sharing with those folks our process of going through the plan
Yeah.
and then getting their initial feedback on where they think certain types of development should
You
go.
guys really take community input for real.
Yeah, that's a key
dope.
component of this whole process
Okay.
for sure.
Well, with the amount of long range planning that you do, it sounds like you guys are really pretty complex. We're going to go ahead and put that out there. Y'all do a lot. So how do we make these plans, understandable to the average person so when they come to this meeting, they'll know what they should say and shouldn't say?
Right.
Maybe.
So what we try to do is break it down. So the whole process is complicated. You're
Okay.
right. Going from a comprehensive plan down to a zoning change and building and inspections, there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
So what we try to do is break it down into component pieces so that, bite-sized pieces that people can understand. We let them know when they have the opportunity to get involved, when it's time for them to provide their input, and now is that time. So we really want to get the word out, let people know that this is a really important part, a really important time in the process for them to express their opinions and have that make a difference in how the community develops.
Okay. So for our listeners who might be wondering, if taking the time out to attend these meetings, is it really worth their while? What might they get out of being at these meetings?
Right.
Tell me.
This is an important part of the planning process. So we've already adopted our comprehensive plan, which sets the vision for the community. Where we are now is taking it the next level, where we're actually making specific land use recommendations parcel by parcel through this plan area. And so as an example, when a project comes to the planning board and the city council for a zoning change, somebody wants to build something there that's different from what it is now, they will refer to the plan that we're creating right now to provide some guidance and help them make that decision. So when it comes to land use changes, this is the plan, this is the tool that the community uses to help make those decisions. And people can have an impact on that plan right now.
Okay. So their voice can be heard so they can make a change in their community physically.
Exactly.
Okay. So last question. When, where, details, man, where are these meetings going to be held?
So we're going to hold these meetings at the Forsyth Tech Transportation Technology Center, which is a really cool facility within the planning area here. We're going to start at the end of January, on January 28th.
Okay.
And we'll have, really robust online opportunity for people to get involved through that way as well. If they can't make it to the meetings, we have our comprehensive plan website, forward2045.com. We'll house all of them.
Forward24.com?
Forward2045.com.
Oh, 2045.
2045. So that was the comprehensive plan.
Okay.
And we'll house all of the materials for these area plans on that same website.
Nice. Thank you again, Matt, for coming today. For our listening audience and our viewers as well, I really hope you show up and get your voice heard. If you want to learn more about these programs, check out our show notes for links. Before you click away, don't forget to subscribe so you get alerts for every episode. You can find us on YouTube through cityofws.org or on your favorite podcasting platform by searching First and Main. Remember to spell out the words First and Main, Winston-Salem. Until next time, I'm Brandii Little, reminding you that when we work together, Winston-Salem thrives.